Have any of you guys ever had a scary dream that translated into real life? I know some of you guys have, because back when we were talking about sleep paralysis, that whole series, y'all popped off in those comments sharing some bone-chilling experiences that you guys have had. Allie is no different. She messaged me a story the other day that gave me goosebumps. So Allie said that this is something that happened to her years ago in high school, but it still sends a chill down her spine when she thinks about it. Now, it is important to note that Allie has never been one to act out her dreams. She has never been one to sleepwalk. And while she has had sleep paralysis episodes before, the kind where you're trying to scream and you can't, and you wake up in a cold sweat and you're terrified and it feels so vivid, she's had that kind of experience, but never anything like what she experienced this night. So she said in her dream, she is running for her life from this man through the woods. Now, she ends up tripping over some tree roots and she hits her knees really hard when she falls. After she falls, this man catches up to her, and we are watching our wording. He ends up poking her in the stomach with a sharp, fatal object. Now, this jolted her awake, and when she woke up, she said that she was experiencing excruciating pain in her stomach. Now, in order to calm herself down some, because she is broken out in a cold sweat, her heart is pounding, she is petrified, it felt so real, she decides she is going to take a bath to try to relax a little bit. When she gets in the bath, she looks down at her knees, and her knees have two big bruises on them that are in the same spot that she hit when she fell over those tree roots in her dream. They had not been there prior. She does not know how to explain this, but it really creeped her out. Also, I wanted to interject just a little tidbit of a story that I previously told. Now, if you want to watch the whole thing, click this comment. It'll take you to this story time I told. But it relates to this story Allie shared for those of y'all who have not seen it. Skip halfway through that video and it'll take you right to the meat and potatoes of the story. But essentially what happened is that years ago at my house in Tennessee, my mom, now she was awake for this. She's just paralyzed laying in her bed. There was a demonic figure that came into the room, and at first it was just in the room, but eventually it is like on top of her body, and she thought that she was not going to make it through the night. Like, it petrified her that bad, and she cannot move, she can't speak anything. She said she was trying so hard just to move her finger, something to like wake my dad up in bed beside her, and eventually she is able to get out the name Jesus. She said, "Jesus, help me." And she said it in just enough of a whisper that it woke my dad up. Now, my dad, when he wakes up, doesn't even know what's going on, but he feels the same presence in the room. He rolls over and just starts praying for my mom, which helped her regain control of her body. Now, eventually, this demonic presence, they tangibly feel it leave the room, and almost like a wind, I guess, in a way. And it leaves the room, and across the house, my little brother screams. He's 5 years old at the time, had never done anything like this. He screams, "Mommy, Daddy, help me. It's in my room." This absolutely chilled them to the bone. They ran across the house, ran in the room. They feel it in his room. They grab him up and they just start praying until it leaves. And so y'all want to talk about sleep paralysis that translates into real life? That shit is real. It is real. If you've never gone through it, I hope that you never do, because it is the kind of shit that will just make you not want to go to sleep. You don't feel safe in your own home, you know? So there's my little tidbit. Like I said, click the comment if you want to watch the whole thing. Y'all let me know what you think in the comments. If you have a spooky story of your own that you would like to share, please feel free to comment or send me a DM. I can either tag you or leave you anonymous, whatever makes you most comfortable. Make sure y'all stay tuned for some stories that we have just in time for the spooky season approaching this week. We have a wild lineup. Make sure as well to add me on Facebook as a friend or follow me, same handle, Autumn in Appalachia.